Secondhand Blu here, welcoming you to HoarderMart. HoarderMart is a new, socially appropriately designed community for all of you hoarders to have, to sell your items on, to find encouragement on how to accept that sometimes we have taken our desires of collecting and saving and piling to extremities. As your cardiologist in the days ahead, I want to share with you some of my life experiences, and perhaps as your cardiologist, find ways with you to accept that at times we have buried ourselves in the piles. I am a living testimony to let you know that we can control our dysfunction and we can help humanity with our piles. There are some things in the days ahead that we'll be talking of. Some of the experiences that make it extremely difficult. One of those is that at times within ourselves and within those around us who deeply care and love for us, we get to the point that we experience emotional diarrhea in our discussions of what to do and how to overcome this extremely debilitating dysfunction. As they perceive it, we, on the other hand, perceive that we have spare parts, spare items in times of extreme economical impairments, that we are going to have supplies that meet our needs and to be shared with those that we love around us. In addition, it becomes a part of our identity. Emotional diarrhea is filled with all of those feelings: frustration, concern, trying to express ourselves, identity, anger, desperation, all of those little emotions that we pile within ourselves and pile within just as we consume beverages and food that overcome the functionality of our bodies, and then we experience diarrhea. We're going to talk about how to talk about these issues within ourselves and to those around us, and hopefully share those with the people around us so they too can understand that when we have a dysfunction, oh, do we perceive that they have dysfunctions. We are going to provide support for one another. We're going to share ideas. We're going to find the answers to the multitude of questions. We are going to try to placate those around us as we come to terms with ourselves. In this endeavor, it's very, very important that while we go through the emotional diarrhea components, that the virus doesn't spread. It's a rapidly spreading virus with longevity, as is with any functionality of the human mind and body. We can experience emotional hemorrhoids, very painful, very devastating for ourselves. There are preventative measures. There are treatment milieu that we can develop. That is what HoarderMart is going to offer you and I. As your cardiologist, I will be here as your hoarder coach. We will have plenty of tissue, plenty of cheers, plenty of motivation. We will find ways to meet the challenges ahead. We will not be the weakest link. I look forward to joining you in this adventure as your cardiologist. I will be your hoarder coach 24 hours a day. I will be available to answer as many of your questions as possible. And in this endeavor, you too will help me find more of the answers. We are here for humanity. We are here to show those around us that our piles can be productive, that we can share with humanity what our intentions were initially set out to be.